let's do Michael Cohen. Now, I was just watching Rachel, and she said he testified behind closed doors. And then I was watching Trudy Lee. She also does tarot. And she was saying that, isn't it interesting that his, I guess, appointment to talk to Congress happened around the same time Trump was out of the country. I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that. Trump is in North Korea or South Korea or Middle Korea, I don't know. But he's talking to Kim Jong-un. I don't know if they actually stay in North Korea because I hear it's, quite awful. But he's there and Cohen's down here just talking away. So let's look at Michael Cohen. Let's see what he's going to say tomorrow. What's he going to say? Because mind you, he lied. So this is not some hero of the day. And everything he says is technically allegedly. Because it's one half of the story. But what he has said, he has also said to Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller is not just going to take anybody's word for it. This is a professional we're talking about. So he more than likely has something to back up what he's saying, Michael Cohen, and then Michael Cohen and Robert Mueller. Robert Mueller also has something to back up what Cohen is saying. So now there's also this workaround that there's a 50-50 chance they may just seal his indictment until he's out of office and then give it to him, which means he will not be reelected because now he's under investigation. Or they will indict a sitting president based on him being a foreign agent. So, Michael Cohen, what are you going to say tomorrow? The Six of Wands. This is a celebrated person. This is the elevated person. This is the person with the promotion. So, this could either be him being a person who is heralded to, I guess, speak in front of Congress, which is kind of what that looks like. Or it could be him talking about Donald Trump. Five of Cups. This is disappointment, regret, and sorrow. Because Michael Cohen is going to go in with the sad face. Because he has that about him. Anyway, like he went out there committing crimes left, right, and sideways. Now all of a sudden, he's sorry. Nine of Pentacles. That's the person of luxury and security. That's at the bottom of the reading. That's the base. So what that says to me is, I think this is Michael Cohen. That's Donald Trump. So Michael Cohen, standing in front of Congress, talking about how sorry and how awful he is. His disappointment, his regret for the things he has done. He apparently is going to bring the check that Donald Trump wrote him for reimbursement for the Stormy Daniels payment. Now, it's not going to say Stormy Daniels on the bottom, so I mean, whatever. But there is the person of luxury. And then there's the Queen of Swords. He's going to say something that is going to implicate Donald Trump for state charges. Now, that doesn't mean Donald Trump's going to have charges put against him based on Michael Cohen's testimony. That just means that in which Michael Cohen is going to say could implicate Donald Trump statewide. So the SDNY could find his testimony quite interesting. There's the devil. At the crown, at the base, is the man of luxury. So he's going to tell them all about the dirty deeds that they have done. This is what's coming tomorrow. Dirty deeds. Across from the Lady of the Law is the Ace of Pentacles. Bribery. David Pecker might want to pay attention to this testimony as well. And the fear is justice. He does fear this will get worse. I mean, he's already sentenced, so they're not going to prolong your sentence, but he does want a reduced sentence based on his further cooperation. So there is the Justice card. Page of Pentacles is disappointing news. There's some trouble brewing. So he does bring ugly news. There's the Ace of Cups. I think a name might come out that we've never heard. And then there is the Empress. This is like the soothing motherly energy. There's something that he is enjoying getting this off of himself. It's kind of like, the whole regurgitation, the vomit, you're sick, and then once you throw up, you feel better. I ain't thrown up since I was 8, so I couldn't tell you. But that's kind of what I get from this, is that he is walking around with this mopey dick type of thing, and he's just as mopey as he can be, and then he regurgitates it all out. And then he's centered, he's calm, he's namaste. His energy and his emotions are a lot better. Because he knows the history. He knows it a lot. Let's see. Donald Trump, how are you going to feel with this? King of Cups. Emotional man. The Hangman. Seven of Swords. That is a strategy. There's your fighting. Five of Wands. And for some reason that is reversed. Four of Swords. Four of Swords reversed would be interesting. What is he going to do? Now, okay, wait a minute. Maybe that's just like the tweet storm is about to happen. Because Four of Swords is like rest, retreat. If it's reversed, then it's the opposite. It's action. But why don't I just get the Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands is action. But I think this is more of the tweet storm because he hasn't been tweeting about Michael Cohen. But now that Michael Cohen's blowing the lid, now he's about to come out of that rest, out of that retreat. He hasn't been tweeting so much. He hasn't been tweeting, Then again, I don't really know because I don't follow his Twitter. But no one said anything about it, so I'm going to assume he has not been tweeting about Michael Cohen. There is defense. Again, he's in a position to defend because he is the president. So he is going to feel the need to say, this is not true, this is not true, this is not true, this is not true. The Ten of Wands. Happy home. He is going to try to paint that picture because it's right under the strategy card. So he's going to try to paint that picture that all is well with him. I don't know what you're talking about. Five of Wands. Then there is the Six of Cups. So he is fighting the past. Yes, you are. Because everything Michael Cohen's about to say is something you are implicated in. Under the Four of Swords reversed is the Tower. Tweeting Michael Cohen is a bad idea. You're going to say something that is going to be very destructive for you. Your work is under your defense. Like I said, you're in a better position to defend because you are the president. There's the Eight of Pentacles. Under the strategy, and the all is well here, is that Emotional news. So this is going to hit you in the heart. The Page of Cups. Some immaturity there too. There's the Page of Wands under the past. So what Michael Cohen is about to say is true. This is news. Under the Tower, there's the government. Now the ball rolls. Where we, the public, are about to follow the timeline to the destruction of Donald Trump. Now it happens. Based on the breaking of the rest, based on the breaking of it being paused, there is no more pause. There is the destruction, the government. The fan has been on the whole time. Get ready for the spray. Wheel of Fortune under your work. It's about to turn. I very rarely get this card in this deck. It's coming up for you. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen it. Because I was kind of like, what is that card? Interesting. There you go. It's turning. And I get another reversed card. Did I get it reversed or did I pick it up wrong? No, some of these are reversed. Okay, fine. Two of Wands. You were not prepared for life. Under your strategy in the family and the emotion, it's about to knock you out. It is about to knock you out. Two of Wands is a card of preparation. It's upside down. Now, you could say that's the Fool card because the Fool is lack of preparation. But no, the Fool card is going with the gut as a lack of preparation. You still have an action. This is, I was just hit with a bucket of water and I have no idea what's going on right now. What's happening? What is life now? That's this. Because the Fool card is still in action. You just didn't plan it. You just went with it. That's not what that is. Right under the Page of Wands, right under his news, like I said, now is the time. Eight of Swords is all about being bound, powerless, and motionless. You can't get away from this. They're fighting. You got the fighting. Under that is the past, because that's what you're fighting against. The news, and then being bound by that news. Whatever's coming out is going to be bad for you. But this is not over. Another reversed card. The world is completion. Like the cycle is complete. Funny that I get the Wheel of Fortune and then the cycle. That is a cycle. This is a cycle. This means that it is turning. This means it is complete if it is this way. But a reversed card means the opposite. Sometimes. This is, you are not finished. This is just beginning. But like I just said here, now the ball is rolling. Now we, the public, are going to be able to see a timeline of the destruction of Donald Trump. In public. Not just in our private lives, but in public. You know what? I'll just do it like this. How about that? Since they were reversed, we will leave them reversed. Along with a bunch of other ones. So this Matt Gaetz person who threatened Michael Cohen, basically. Talking about, does your wife know, and all this kind of mess. What's going on with him? Is something going to happen to him because of that? Witness tampering and obstruction of justice. You are not the president. They can indict you. So, let's look. Let's look. Let's look and see, because what you did was foul. There's another reversed card. There's a bunch of them. Michael Cohen, you have a new enemy. Gates, what's going on? Disappointment and regret. You do regret that? That means something's coming. The Tower is reversed. Doom and destruction does not surround you right now. The Devil, you are a horrible person with horrible deeds. The Hangman, reversed. So you are actively trying to turn the wheel on this whole scandal of you and obstruction of justice and witness tampering. There is the compassionate man upside down, so there is the King of Cups reversed. That is the highly emotional and immature man. There is the Ten of Cups reversed. This is a card of happy family, so you do not have the harmony of the Ten of Cups. You have the opposite. Now, that is not the Tower. The Tower is like ultimate death and destruction. Just being unharmonious is not that. That is more the devil energy than it is anything else. The Wheel of Fortune, bad luck. Wheel of Fortune is good luck. It's reversed for you. The Hierophant, that is the government. The Chariot, that is moving forward in victory and triumph. The Three of Pentacles. So you are lawyering up. But unfortunately, nothing is really going to happen right now. This is a better news story than it is legal drama. So I don't really see a whole lot going on there as far as the law catching up to you. But we'll look at him some more later. Let's do right now Donald Trump, Michael Cohen. They had a great relationship from Trump's point of view. Michael Cohen was just glad to be involved. But right now, what does Michael Cohen's testimony? Now, I said already that everything is going to compile and go against Trump. He might make it to 2020 based on they don't want to indict a sitting president and Mitch McConnell and his obstruction. Now, his emergency vote, he has to do anyway because he's forced to. But or Trump's declaration of emergency. But right now, the Donald Trump, based on Cohen's testimony, where we, like I said, we now get to see the ball rolling. The fan has been on, get ready for the spray. 2020, will you make it? There's the Fool, fresh start. Fresh start to what? There's the Magician, Master of Illusions. So start of a new defense. It's really an old defense if you ask me. It's just being reintroduced. This whole, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. He's been doing that. That's not true. Yes, it is true. But that's his new defense. That's not true. Then there is the Ace of Pentacles. Now this was, I thought I turned all these up. No, I still got reversed cards in here. I don't read reverse cards, but this has to be reversed for a reason. Donald Trump may see his assets frozen. Interesting how this looks like an offer of money. When you reverse it, it looks like somebody's taking your money. Assets frozen. The Empress. This is always an odd card in these contexts because this is like births and marriages and things like that. But it's like feminine divine energy as well. So, spiritual interceding. It's called karma. Karma for what, though? Because being a horrible person, karma comes to you. You covering up for somebody, karma comes to you and them. Because you both did horrible things. So karma for what and for who? There is the Moon. There is a lack of clarity, therefore you are being frozen. So you may make it to 2020. Because can they freeze the assets of a sitting president? I don't know that. There is the Judgment card. This sometimes is called the Karma card. Because it's a rebirthing. It's a resurrection. Something from the past is coming up again. Three of Pentacles. The High Priestess. He is about to lay all your secrets on the table. Will you make it? Five of Pentacles. Being thrown out. That's your word of warning. What Donald Trump needs to worry about or become, well, he needs to be worried, period. But the moment the entities around you begin to throw you out and shun you, that's when you should start being worried. Because right now you have a little support. Even with your declaration emergency thing right now, the Republicans are voting for it. Are voting to sustain your declaration. 13 out of all of the Republicans in the House voted against it. All the rest of them voted for it. So once they start backing away from you, then you should be worried. That's your word of warning. And then I always get something odd. I don't ever get a yes or no. If he's going to make it to 2020, you just get a feeling. And the reason you don't get a yes or no is because stuff is still playing out. You don't want him to just throw him out because we think he's guilty. You need something concrete. Something he cannot say that's not true because we got a paper trail. The Two of Cups is a bond. But what it's telling me is it could go either way. They can indict the sitting president and then he won't make it. Or they can say, we've never done this, so we don't need to do this now. And then he will make it. to 2020. Mind you, we're only in February of 2019, so we still got a whole lot that's going to come out and a whole lot to go. There still may be something. I mean, just focus on that for a second. I mean, that kind of blows my own mind. Like, we talk about Trump like he's at the beginning of his term, or as though he's 99 years into his term. We still have all of March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. You see what I mean? Like, we have a long time to go before 2020. And you see how much has come out as of yet. We have a long time to go. So much more can still happen. That's why you get the Two of Cups. It's not over. One side says, get him out of here. The other side says, he's our useful idiot, even though he's not all that useful. So, there could still be some stuff that he can do for them. And then there is some stuff that you cannot ignore, like the Stormy Daniels payment. That's against the law. But do you indict him? You never have. Now, mind you, the Republicans are masters at unprecedented things, like taking the Supreme Court pick away from Barack Obama, like refusing to hold votes on things. So, the fact that some of them are willing to vote for this emergency tells you right there that unprecedented things are not beyond them. They just don't want to do it if it affects them. So declaring a state of emergency is unprecedented when there's no actual emergency. But they voted for it. But if Barack Obama was to do it, then it would be the worst thing ever. It would be an abuse of power, and then they'd call for his impeachment. So we know they don't play fair. So it's no news flash. So, going forward, Michael Cohen. I don't want reverse cards. Going forward, Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen's testimony. Going forward, what will that do for you? What will that do for you? Two of Pentacles. Balance in a chaotic environment. Five of Swords. Win at all cost. Defeat. Nine of Swords. Anxiety. Two of Wands. Preparation. Ten of Pentacles. It does better for your future. As far as reduced sentence go, I think you may be defeated there. That does cause you some worry, but I mean, you could be going to jail for 15 years instead of just 3. So, get over yourself. There's a person in jail right now because they had marijuana in their pocket. They're going to be in their 99 years, so get over yourself. Two of Wands. Here's the preparation. So what you need to do is get with your family, figure out what does life look like after you get out of prison. That's what you should do. Because you won't be in there forever, even though with the things you've done and who you've done them to, you probably deserve to be. But you won't be. That's how justice works for some of us. But you and Donald Trump, everything you know, put it on the table. You got nothing else to lose. You're busted. He's busted. Disgusted. Go for it.